Okay, here we go. Here's my link right there. Boom.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hello, hello.
All right, welcome to the mic stand. Today is Sunday, May the 3rd, 2026. And of course, with it being Sunday, it's our weekly look trip down comics history lane.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Metal. We see you there.
Metal.
I'm not here.
I'm not
All right.
here.
And as always,
Shh. I'm not here.
as always, and for whatever reason, they're fading that out. But um, oh, I see. You put your link here
Yeah.
in the private chat. All right, let me go grab that. And of course, your project's a Fund My Comic project.
Yes.
I will put it in there for you in both my on here and in the. Oh wait, what are we doing? I don't know if this is a new feature from StreamYard or something like that, but it seems like if after I've clicked something on, they they seem to fade it out.
Okay, I'm gonna do something different. I'm just gonna pull mine up, pull up the website, and I'll just do it myself, and that's okay.
Well, I've already got your links
You
up.
do? All right. Cool. Cool, man. Oh. Forward slash.
So
Oh.
there's a link on the YouTube,
Yeah.
and there's a link on the for the Rumble site.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should keep them up a little longer.
Bang. Boom. Ba 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 boom boom bang.
So, did you want to tell everybody a little bit about your project there,
It
Apex?
is Finbat Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Oh, give me a moment here. I can do it real fast. I can do it like right now. I will do it right now. Yeah. Yeah. See your screen, young man. Finbat, she's a way to go. She Yes, 57 backers, $2,460.75. Our next goal. Thank you. Hello, Raven Crow. Yes. Thanks for sharing that link to FinBet Volume 1. Bam. So nice of you. I am right here. Yes, it is Olivia Del Rey's a go go dancer from 1968. Gets bit by a vampire at her club. Next day, she gains these vampire powers plus disadvantages. Can't go out in the daylight. Can't go to church because of crosses and stuff. And she can't see a reflection on her mirror. And she has a blood craving. She struggles with her Christianity and her blood craving in order for her not to kill innocents for blood, only the bad, evil people. And she robs blood banks and this and that. She travels all throughout the world throughout her 50 years in search of this vampire that changed her. She wants to kill the vampire that changed her in order for her to change back to become a human again. Quite a challenge. We don't know. Will she become youthful? Will she age rapidly after she kills the vampire? We don't know until that happens. So it's a journey for that. She meets a scientist, Sir Nigel Emery, that creates the Fembat battle suit to enable her to battle vampires, demons, monsters in the night, and gains a few friends along the way. So Fembat Volume 1, 56 pulse pounding pages, superhero action, horror, intrigue, and comedy. You'll love it, as I have spent 3 years of my life putting it together. Put together all the characters, the antagonists, the protagonists. We had t-shirts available. We had the beautiful Dan Lawless cover. Bam, right there. Look at her. Look at her go. and get the T-shirt and the Dan Lawless cover for 50. Get my wraparound cover and my T-shirt design for 50. You get the Omer Glitch Seducer Fembat T-shirt, beautiful, beautiful T-shirt, and the sketch cover, the wraparound sketch cover for 50. Ooh, you get individually these shirts are $30, but with the comic and the shirt for 50, you save $5. Quite nice, quite a good deal. And get the Ultra tier if you can. You get all 3 T-shirt designs plus all 4 covers plus you get a poster, 11x17 poster by Anthony Sika and colored by Overglitch. It's right here. Bam. That's. He's gonna do some more shading on her gold, on her yellow, a little more dynamic. So he's gonna put together that for me, which is nice. And you also get original 5x7 original sketch, plus you get 2 color prints. You get a surprise Ashcan book and a free Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator book, mini comic, all of that, $250 value for $190. What a deal! Smashing deal. And of course, let me know if you want things signed. In the notes, I'll be happy to do that. We have some beautiful Fembat fan art. Our next goal is 2,500. It's only $40 away, ladies and gentlemen. $40 away! Woo! Can't wait to give you that beautiful collage Fembat fan art poster. It'll include Marcus Gallagher right here. It'll also include Tank Ferret's piece. It'll also include John Epple's piece right here. Includes Acupate Peter DeLuca. This will be on the poster. Omer Guts will be a black and white version of this on the poster. Yeah, the Dawn's, it'll be on that poster. Carrie's Fembat will be on that poster, along with other Fembat artists who drew Fembat, which is Frederick Gumont, James Lee, a bunch of other ones they're not shown right here, among others. One Guns Fembat will be on that poster. Anyone who's done a Fembat piece, get with me on X or Instagram. Then we'll arrange your art to be on the poster. It'll be awesome. And if we reach 3K, everyone will get a Dawn Fembat trading card, which will look like this. This is the Dawn's. This will be on a card if we reach $3,000. So yeah, be sure to share the campaign with your friends. Word of mouth really helps a lot. And there you go. I can't play the trailer because I'm not able to on this desktop. So, well, that happens. So there you go. I'll go and take that down.
You know, maybe it's because of how you described it this time.
Yeah.
But as you were describing Fembat right there, it actually reminded me of a show from back in the 90s that I watched that seemed pretty cool. I don't know if you'd ever heard of it, Forever Night.
I've heard of that. Yeah, that was yeah, I remember that one.
It had a very similar presence to basically about a vampire person who was brought over to the vampiric side and had looked for ways to kind of more or less be cured of it. Starred Jerry Wint Davies, Catherine Disher, who also provided the voice of Jean Grey in the 90s X-Men cartoon, and Nigel Bennett. So
it's a good show. It's pretty good. I remember it.
Kind of a cult classic because it was on late at night. It wasn't like, I don't know if it was widely known.
It's like after the news, I guess.
It was, I think it was on Friday or Saturday time, like Friday night at like 11:30, 12 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, it's a perfect time for a show
like that. Highlander.
Yeah.
And there are a few other shows that were like that where they were just kind of on after the news came on, late at night. It's like,
that's great.
But
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Anyways, anything more you want to promote?
Also, this coming Saturday on my channel, which 11 a.m. Central or 12 p.m. Eastern time, or if you're on the Pacific Coast, it's 9 a.m. We'll have
Mm-hmm.
a benefit art auction to benefit Shadowhawk Talks. He had recently had knee replacement surgery. His insurance won't pay for his time off work, and so the goal is $3,000. He's up to 1,500, past 1,500. We need another 1,500 to go to reach that $3,000 goal. So it'll be on my channel on Saturday, May 9th. It'll be 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time, where I am in Texas. And if you're on the Pacific Coast, it's 9 a.m. So we'll have Omer Glitch, myself, Marcus Kellegrew, of course Shadowhawk will be on as well. Maybe a couple of artists. I need Rob Ewing hasn't contacted me back, so I'll have to contact him on Instagram, see if he's able to respond, and maybe he'll be on there selling one of his pieces for the benefit. So this is for Shadowhawk. Hopefully we can reach that 15K goal. It'll be on my channel at 11 a.m. Central. Also, Omer Glitch's channel at 4 p.m. The 4 o'clock cock block, they'll have an auction. Continuation the auction on his channel for about maybe 4 hours.
he calls his show the cock block, huh?
4 o'clock cock block. It's not the 4 o'clock shadow. That's Rex's title. So
Yeah, I know. Well, no,
block.
as I understand it, cock block usually has a more mature meaning, if you get what I mean.
Right.
So that's why I was noting it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Metal just commented here. Let's see what he has to say here.
I was talking to some people about Forever Night last week. Just came up in conversation. I have not seen that show in a long time. I'm sure it may be on YouTube, perhaps, or Tubi, maybe.
Well, I have found it on because I did watch it again a while back. I did find, I think they at least have the first couple of seasons on like Pluto or Tubi or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So you can probably find it if you search for it. It's just like with a lot of like older stuff.
There's a lot of good shows back then.
Yeah, well, a lot of hit shows, a lot of cartoons.
Yeah.
You just have to go out and look for them to find them.
Do. A lot of good media out there compared to not much media today, so we could get better.
Not much, yeah. Well, I think most people are becoming more dependent on streaming nowadays.
Yeah,
Some people have been saying that TV, the whole idea of TV is kind of...
Cut your cable and save money. Go on YouTube or Rumble, wherever you want to do. Streaming is the place to go, man. Podcast, streaming, you have it. And also, there's so much entertainment. With movies is on YouTube, movies on Rumble, movies pretty much a lot streaming, Tubi, all kinds of. Man, I swear, this generation is so spoiled. They never had that in our generation, Mike. They didn't have this.
Which maybe you could argue is why we have some of the problems we do, huh?
Yeah, right.
Nice anyways, let's get off this downer stuff.
Let's go to comics. Let's have fun.
Yeah, and just to clarify, the echo I'm hearing is not coming back at me. It's what I'm hearing in the background from your side.
Yeah, well, I can't help it.
I know. We talked about that. I'm just letting you know. I do not miss scheduled programming in the slightest.
I know, right? So the old days. Catch you at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Actually, that's the thing. Well, that's what I do when I watch my cartoons, in the afternoons and like anime blocks at night.
Yeah.
I basically try to recreate those experiences, through streaming. So, Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Comic books. I want to read some comics. Let's do it.
So, just to let everybody know, so tonight, of course, we are continuing our trip down Comics History Lane.
Yeah.
We are continuing our trek through August of 1940. This week we'll be doing comics that went on sale from Quality Comics.
Yeah.
We'll be reading, of course, some Doll Man, some Merlin the Magician. Um, let's see, Neon the Unknown, The Ray, and Red Torpedo. Well, that's our plan, anyways. Depending upon how much we can get through. Just we'll just wait and see. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. Do 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 do. Feature comics starring Lollapalooza.
Woo!
Featuring do 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 Doll Man,
Dollman!
Rant Keen,
Woo!
Damar,
Woo!
Inshaw,
Woo!
and also featuring do 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 Zero, do do
Woo!
do do Dusty Dean or Dusty Dane, do do do
Woo!
Poison Ivy, do
Yeah!
do 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 Reynolds of the Mounted,
Yes!
Rusty Ryan, Big Top, and Mickey Finn.
Yeah!
Feature comic October,
Yeah!
number 37, 10 cents.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Vincent, don't take any sass from that peddler.
Nice.
And the Super Bike for the Super Boys.
Dang. Wow. I'm sold. I want that bike.
Yeah, too bad you can't go back in time and just get it, huh?
I know. I'll go to a time machine, go grab it, and go get back to my own town. Yeah.
Arnold, Schwinn, and Company. 1729 Kildare Avenue, Chicago.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this guy. He's
Uh-huh.
psycho. Oh, I'm scared.
Doll Man.
I'll be doll man, I guess.
All right. By William Irwin Maxwell. I believe this might have been one of the pseudonyms that Will Eisner used.
Yeah. I think so.
Introducing the laughing puppeteer whose marionettes are almost human.
Wow.
Daryl Dane, Martha, and Dr. Roberts arrive at the fashionable lawn party.
Here comes our hostess, brimming over with charm.
Tara,
Martha, my dears, I'm so delighted to see you. Oh, and Dr. Roberts. You look lovely, Nina. And what a surprise I have for you. The famous Bombastos is going to give us a show tonight. You know, he's a neighbor of mine, perfectly fascinating personality. Ah, there you are. And you're going to give us a fine performance tonight, aren't you? You going to
for you, lovely lady, the best.
Dr. Roberts, you've never seen anything so marvelous. Why, his puppets look almost human.
Oh, no, you exaggerate.
I know you two would rather be alone. Dr. Roberts and I will see you later.
The captain rises on the miniature stage, and Bombastos' skillful show begins.
Remarkable. Splendid.
But
what's the matter, Daryl? I'm not sure. I feel very uneasy about those puppets. I'm going to find out. But Daryl, you can't. Well, I'm going with you then.
They slip backstage.
Those dolls look too what, Daryl? Human. See, Martha? They're not made of wood. They're shrunken. Oh, how horrible.
My little actors. You like them, Senor? They are clever. No?
Clever, diabolical. These dolls are human.
Ho ho. So you are fool too. Yes, everyone say my puppets are almost human.
Almost. There are human corpses. You've got lots to explain, Bobasto.
Bombasto, a very interesting name, huh?
It
Well,
is.
you know what it means to be bombastic, right?
Yeah, be bombed. Yeah.
Suddenly,
Oh, Martha!
Daryl whips around, but the gigantic Bombasto blocks his way. Oh ho! You do not play hero in this act.
You devil!
Bombasto, angered, crashes his mighty fist into Daryl's jaw. But before we continue on,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to let you do all the character voices tonight, and I'll
Alright.
just do the narration
Alright.
because of I don't know if anybody else is picking up on that echo or not, but I think the echo
Alright.
will be good for the narration. So
Alright.
I'll
Okay.
I'll just do the narration. I'll let
Alright.
you do all the characters tonight.
Alright. Sounds good. That's not for him. I'll tend to the girl later. But first, to get Giuseppe and pack for a quick departure.
But the doll man rises from the fallen Dane, feeling no ill effects from the terrible blow.
Just a few strings here and there, and I'm a puppet like the rest.
I'll at least continue doing the bad guy here since I started it.
Alright.
But from this point on, after that, you can do all the characters.
Okay.
After the performance, the puppet master packs his cast and heads for the next estate, his home. We have done well tonight, GSP. What a beautiful Juliet she will make. The van unloads before a formidable mannequin
Mansion.
or mansion. We we must work late tonight to prepare for tomorrow's performance. Ha ha! Ho ho ho! My pretty has fainted. When Martha revives, you are going to join my cast, my lovely. You should be honored for the company is notable and talented. DSP unpacks the marionettes.
Macbeth, Cyrano, Perrault, St. John. What's this? A new one. Bombasto has not told me of this one. That's you.
Oh, DSP, what are you mumbling about? Come here. We must begin our work at once. And the doll man is forgotten among the others. Soon the great cauldron is in readiness. Aha! Ho, ho, ho! Soon you will be transformed from an ordinary woman into a glamorous little Juliet. My apron, Jessie, and my knife. It will not hurt for long, my fair one. Suddenly, the string snaps and the doll man flies into action.
Oh, no, you don't, Bombasto.
Like a stick of TNT, the doll man strikes. Bombasto crashes to the hard floor.
One for you too, Giuseppe.
He quickly releases Martha.
Hurry.
Together, they escape the room. Bombasto screams in rage. Guards! But Bombasto, his men stationed to cope with such an emergency,
She must not escape.
they do not see the little figure who leaps into the battle.
Yow! What struck me?
Martha, overpowered, is led struggling back into the gloomy house.
Catch him! One of the Mariottes must have become alive.
At last, the men succeed in capturing the doll man under a mountain of heavy bodies.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dr. Roberts takes a walk.
Wonder where Daryl and what's that? A scream. It came from Bombasto's place.
He parts the hedges and crawls through.
The place is dark, but I'm sure I heard someone cry. I'll take a look around. He was a queer duck. You never can tell.
And of course, for those who may not know, the word queer had a different meaning back in 1940 than it does today.
And it means strange.
Right. From the darkness comes an urgent whisper.
Dr. Roberts. Who? There. Where? Over here, Doc. In the corner. Dollman. Oh. Well, stop laughing. Get me out. I can't. The catch is locked. Shh. Someone's coming. Hi, Doctor.
The puppeteer tramps through the corridor, singing to himself. Bombasto is a lucky man tonight. Oh ho ho ho! And you almost the way he's singing right there.
It's like a musical. Yeah, I like
Well,
that.
it's not just that, but you almost think that he's about to quote unquote get lucky, if you get what I mean,
Oh, yeah. Sure.
in a more adult way, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's move on.
Now, wow, my little bambino,
Ooh, that's
my
terrible.
clever little marionette. I don't know who made you, but you're mine now, and you will make me very rich.
Oh.
a lovely girl, a little man tonight, oh, Bombasco is a lucky man tonight, oh ho. Almost forgot it before to give you a performance. This will teach you what you must do when you are my Romeo. Come, more life. This is a dance. More action. And look at that. That's got to be a scary face.
Oh yeah, there's a puppet on a string.
Are we sure this guy didn't just break out of an asylum somewhere?
Yeah, he did. I think he did. Yeah. You've had your fun now, Mr. Bombasto. You're going Pinocchio. Your little Pinocchio is going to have his.
I think to the right, then we go to the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Oops. It speaks. Never before have I seen a human so small. Ha! I will crush you as I would a fly.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Boy, that was quick. He went out with the first blow.
Meanwhile, Giuseppe plans his own murder. Stealthily, he approaches Martha, who is tied up in a chair.
I too can kill. My hands about your throat will end.
At that moment, Robert enters.
Stop!
And you know, it seemed like in college, everybody seemed to have a gun back then, huh?
Yeah,
In that time period.
you have to. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the people are trying to take guns away nowadays, but
Yeah. Not that time.
yeah, the smoke hardly clears when the doll man leaps upon his shoulder.
He's dead. He would have killed her. Now to take care of Mr. Bombasto. Hello, police headquarters? If you'll visit the home of Mr. Bombasto, you might find a criminal.
So you're the doll man. Now I know why criminals quake at the mention of your name.
Poor Bombasto, beaten by his own puppet.
Back home,
My goodness, you missed it all. The police arrested Mr. Bombasto. A doll man or someone tipped them off. Isn't it thrilling?
all right. Well, it looks like we're done with that story. So, before we continue on here, of course, let's see. Oh, it was. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure there's anything new there, but anyways, all right. So before we continue on, of course, Apex. Overall impressions of this story.
I like it. I like the villain when he sings around like he's got to win everything over until he has his comeuppance. It's a good little tale. I like it.
Hello, Vicioso. And I missed the whole Dollman story. Well,
Replay.
yeah, yep. And I'm going to right now. I'm going to go grab the next story we're going to do, which is Merlin the Magician from from National Comics #4.
Nice. Good. I could be the narrator.
Well, no, as I told you, I was going to be the narrator for the
Okay,
net.
I'll do all the characters.
Yeah, you'll be all the characters.
That's fine.
Just because of the echo.
Cool. All right. All right, we'll do that.
All right, so we got National. All right, so let me just get down. So got Uncle Sam featured in this quite a bit.
Nice.
Once I get down to the story here, I'm gonna need to go off camera for a moment. So if you can talk to the chat before we get started, while I'm gone.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
This is one of a couple stories tonight where this is there's the backup feature, so it's basically all the way in the back of the book, basically.
That's some decent artwork. I like that. Wonder Man.
Actually, that's Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. Eating some Wonder Bread.
Here's Cyclone.
Cyclone. That's some good features. I like that. Wow.
Over the years, there have been a few Cyclones here. And here's Kid Dixon.
Wow. He's like a boxer.
Well, aren't a lot of people with the name Kid boxers?
Yeah, Kid somebody,
Especially
Kid Dynamite, Kid this, Kid that. Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan.
Wow. Paul Bunyan.
And then here's Windy Breeze.
I wish I had that book. Merlin the Magician.
So this is going to be... So I'm going to go off camera here for a moment. So I'll be right back. So if you can talk to the chat while I'm running, I'll be right back.
Okay. Look how ominous that looks. Merlin the Magician. With that diamond right there. Glowing. Everyone's looking at it. What does it do? Does it have magical properties? What is that thing? I'm assuming that's a valuable diamond that has lots of mystic powers, perhaps. And Merlin's going to find out what it is. That's my presumption. Imagine having all these 64 pages for 10 cents. What a great deal. I just want to travel back in time on a time machine. Go back to 1940. And of course, I got to have money from that period, or else the shopkeepers will find out, why is this, why is the... all this cash from the future. This is weird. And so I got to scramble, get all those comics, then go back to my modern day time and read them all. What a lot of fun. I'm digging it. I'm loving it. I really do. Let's see what the chat has to say, if there's any more. No, I guess not. Well, if you would, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and share this out on like Facebook or Instagram or X, Twitter, YouTube, etc., all your favorite platforms. Get some attention to these great golden age comics. The great golden age. Excuse me while I take a bite. A little eating here. I don't want to eat in front of people. A chance to march down. Oh.
All right. So as I said, I'll do all the narration for for the rest of the night. You can do the characters. All
Cool.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So Merlin, the Magician,
Hmm.
by Lance Blackwood.
Yeah.
Merlin, world's outstanding magician, receives a message from Lady Hartley.
Ooh. And Scotland Yard baffled by theft.
Well, he's got some.
What? You got to read the narration.
I did.
Oh, you did?
What,
Oh, she wants to see me about the jewel.
he goes to her home.
But how could the jewel be stolen from a locked safe? That's the mystery for me to solve. Strange lady, Hartley. Do you have a paste replica of your jewel? Why, yes, I have. Hmm.
Merlin passes his hand over the false jewel, and suddenly
40 thieves, 40 thieves, 40 thieves, 40 thieves. It is probable that the jewel of Ophir has been returned to its original owner in Arabia. Oh?
determined to locate the lost stone, Merlin quickly leaves the Hartley home. The first thing to meet his eye is a street brawl. A bully is venting his anger on a skinny
Cockney.
cockney.
Yeah.
Merlin, pitying the helpless little fellow, gestures. The bully shrinks. The cockney grows tremendously.
Nice.
Screaming in terror, the bully attempts to flee.
Blimey, look at him go.
Suddenly, a pair of hands clutch him out of nowhere. Wow, now that's got to be a sight, right?
All right, yeah.
Just hands all of a sudden
Beat me up,
appearing
huh?
out of nowhere.
It's my turn. I grow in size and
All
take
right.
revenge.
Oh. Um, and he is forced to take the battering blows of his former victim.
Here's a chance I've waited for all my life. No, don't! Well, now, who was that big bruiser? It was Limey Joe. He's the chief of us Whitehall boys. He's got us so scared we gotta steal for him. Blimey, I never thought I'd beat him. Come on down, mister, and show the boys those tricks. You'll have 'em eaten out of your hands. Yes, and perhaps I can use some of your men myself. Hey, open up! Righto. Who's the lug? This here's a magician fella. He helped me beat Limey. Prove it! You gotta mix with me first. But I never mistreat a lady. Zoom.
Merlin gestures, and the thug becomes a woman. Actually, I think I should have read the narration first.
That's all right. But I never mistreat a lady.
Let's see. Still dubious, the thugs thugs that don't believe in magic are soon raised out of the other lethargy, out of their lethargy.
Hmm.
The candles writhe upward, hissing, hideous snakes, roaring low, heads grow from the table.
Wow.
Pandemonium breaks loose in the cellar. That's got to be quite a sight, huh?
Yeah, lions coming out. Ooh. Well, boys, what do you think now?
The gang agrees to go with Merlin on his strange mission.
Step on my cloak, gentlemen.
Upward sweeps the band of Cockney thieves, straight through the sound wall,
The solid wall.
the solid wall.
Yeah.
Across Europe and down to the mystic lands of the past. Arabia, 500 BC. They enter the ancient palace where Ali Baba secreted the 40 thieves in the giant olive jars.
Wow. Hmm.
Merlin orders 40 men behind the 40 jars, and 40 Arabian thieves tumble from their hiding places to the tiled floor.
Oh. Boom.
A terrific battle ensues. The bulldog tactics of the London slums
Yeah.
come into swift play, and soon the 40 are subdued. They will not, however, disclose the Ophir jewel's whereabouts. Merlin invokes the frightening Jinn.
Then I will call upon dead
Hold on.
genie.
Hold on.
Oh.
Terra, stricken, the thieves call out in fear. Now go.
Ah, the jewel of Ophir is in the cave of Ali Baba.
Merlin leads as men to the rocky face of a cliff and opens the mouth of the cave with a spelled gesture. But he does not notice that his cape catches on a branch as he enters the cave.
Hmm. Ah, here it is. What a magnificent jewel.
Carefully, he puts the precious gem into his pocket. Suddenly,
My cloak. It's gone. And my magic with it.
oops,
Ah, it must be outside. Come on, men.
but to their horror, the passage is blocked.
Well, smart fellow, how you gonna get us out? You got us in this confounded black hole. I'll get you out. Don't worry, there's a magic word. If only I could remember it.
But the thugs, desperate, resort to fighting.
You fools! Psh, ugh. This is just a waste of time. Let me think. Psh, ah. The magic word. What is it? Ugh.
Meanwhile, Merlin's cloak, which is caught on a limb, whips up a cliff. The wind tearing it from the limb, hurls it beneath the rock. It falls on Merlin's shoulder.
I have it. Open sesame.
Isn't that always? Isn't that always the magic word?
Yeah.
Sesame.
Mhm.
The rock moves back, and once more, the band is free.
Woo.
At Lady Hartley's home, Merlin makes a sudden appearance.
My jewel, how can I ever thank you? The adventure was well worth it, my lady.
Don't miss the next amazing adventure of Merlin.
Da, da,
All
da, da,
right, so we're
da.
done to two of the 5 stories tonight.
Yes.
Overall impressions.
Just the right. Yeah, it's a nice adventurous story, full of magic. At first, we're very concerned about his cloak being missing. We didn't know what to do. You can tell it that he really needs his cloak of power in order for him to remember the spells and his magic. So that was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of an interesting little plot twist put in there, huh?
Yeah, nice artwork.
All right, so let's see. We're not even into an hour yet.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Children said a couple of things here.
Mm.
Who do the hands belong to?
Hands belong to? I don't know.
Why does Merlin fight crime again?
He's in a good mood, I guess.
All right, so with that, that's the second story. So now we're going to get ready to move on to the third story of the evening, which will be Neon the Unknown
Oh yeah.
from Hit Comics number 4.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny because DC did pick up a lot of these characters and make them part of the Freedom Fighters. Well, let's see. So from quality, DC picked up a lot of these characters they added to the Freedom Fighters. Of course, Plastic Man was included in that. Picked up Black Hawk and a couple of other titles they picked up that weren't superhero titles were GI Combat and Heartthrobs as well. So.
Black Condor, Phantom Girl, the Ray, Human Bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and much
Red
more.
Bee, Neon the Unknown, Human, but the yard says Human Bomb, Invisible Hood,
Oh yeah.
Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually the book we read here, National Comics. That was Uncle Sam's original anthology home, right there, as you may have saw it when we first got here.
Right.
And there he is, right there, Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. Yes.
All right, so now get ready for the Hit Comics number 4.
Hit Comics. Hit Comics.
One of the kind of funny things about Quality Comics too was some of their titles here. You had Hit Comics, you had Smash Comics, Crack Comics.
Mm-hmm.
They did seem to choose some names, some titles that had something to do with a sound you'd make when you make a striking sound, a striking onomatopoeia.
It sold. The book sold very well. It had nice, catchy little titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Hit Comics number 4. Nice. Ooh.
Hit Comics number 10 cents.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. And Red B. Strange Twins.
Huh. I'd love to get like a reprint of all these tales. That'd be cool.
Betty Bates, Lady at Law, I guess.
Hmm. How about that? Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Went up the hill.
Hercules. Another common version of Hercules.
Another Hercules. Interesting. I like that.
Well, there are a few Hercules characters throughout comics.
Yeah, they were.
Blaze Barton.
Hmm. Yeah.
Of course, this is another type of feature that was popular back then too, kind of these college athlete types.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool.
Bob and Swab.
Huh.
You notice how much variety they had back in these
Love
days?
that. Again, I'd like to get a reprint of all these stories. That'd be
Tommy
so fun.
Tinkle.
Let's print them out.
Here we go. Neon the Unknown.
Oh, okay. I've heard of this guy. Hmm.
A bridge of peace spans the Atlantic. The greatest engineering feat of all time is dedicated amid cheering thousands in Europe and America. But there is one who thinks of the bridge not as a span of peace, but as a way of aggression. The leader of Conflon. Now, I do. Let me point this out because I've read this a number of times on the DC wiki site about these.
Mm.
So apparently, the Quality universe was a little bit bigger
Yeah.
than your normal universe because you had a lot of false start situations where you had a lot of these like make believe lands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Conflon here, for example.
That's be like
That would
Germany.
like start up like they were going to start a war, but then by the end of the story, everything would be resolved in one nice little package.
Right. Yeah.
But it was just interesting some of the names that come up with.
Wow. It is our great chance to send troops to the United States. We will hold the entire bridge as a supply base during the invasion.
Without further delay, the great Conflon army sets out on its 3,000-mile march.
Nice.
As dawn begins to break, the machinery of the bridge is put into operation. Huge flood lights play on the great towers as the tanks and troops go under for the day. Plan of concealed runway. Meanwhile, from the American entrance to the bridge, tourists leave on their first drive to Europe. So apparently apparently they've made a transatlantic bridge here spanning from the States to Europe.
How about that? See you in the gay Paris. Happy driving.
Neon, the unknown, watches the stream of cars speeding to the bridge. Suddenly, his mysterious mind receives vibrations warning him of impending disaster.
Okay.
Now, as I understand it, his powers are primarily that he could control neon light, whether it was shoot it out as a beam or turn himself into a beam of light to fly.
Okay.
That was his primary power here.
Right.
That night, a great neonic spiral ray shoots across the heavens, and neon swooping to the European side of the bridge
Illuminates.
illuminates the steadily impacting troops.
Marching troops.
Watching troops. Yeah, sometimes because of the copy here, because of the scan, sometimes it's a little hard to pick up.
Yeah, I know.
With piercing dynamic rays, he severs the concrete bridge.
So, Confland betrayed America's confidence. This must stop right here.
Oh, okay.
And fixes.
And
Fixes.
and fixes the hanging ramps with a powerful beam that holds the suspended in midair, like senseless robots. The troops march right into the sea, blindly, following orders. Man, where have you seen that scene before?
Pied Piper.
Not just the Pied Piper, but that scene's been used in numerous media adaptations.
Yeah.
Until a general following in the rear learns of the catastrophe.
Halt!
Retiring to a tower chart room and heads of the army discuss the strange occurrence.
But this is impossible. There is no lightning. How could such a thing happen?
Suddenly,
You forget, gentlemen, that nothing on earth is impossible. Your plans are foiled. Your armies must turn back. But before you can go home, there are certain demands I must make. You must sign a non-aggression pact with America and form a peaceful trade agreement. We will agree to all your terms.
now you notice how simplistic this is.
Yeah, yeah.
As I tell you, this is a common plot point around this time for Quality with a lot of their heroes. You'd have these made up countries.
Yeah.
They'd start a war and then it would end by the end of the story.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the tourists grow alarmed at the delay.
What's holding us up? Let's turn back. Honk, honk, honk.
Neon writes a message across the sky to quiet the frantic crowd.
Keep calm.
Then In a blazing ball of fire, Neon returns to America and Washington. He visits the Secretary of War
You are needed to formulate a peace treaty.
and the Secretary of State.
Sorry to disturb you, but an important trade agreement is waiting for your signature.
Yeah. Actually, I think they kind of got that a little mixed up there.
Yeah.
I think for the peace treaty, actually, the Secretary of State would have been the one. Well, I guess that would work too, but
Yeah.
but definitely for the trade agreement, that would be more like that would be not just the state Secretary of State, but also the um, Secretary of the Secretary of Treasury, I would think, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh. Well, that's fine. Yeah.
The president is also on the list.
Your
On his
people
list.
need you on the bridge of peace. I will escort you safely.
Neon leads the three statesmen to a waiting limousine.
This is all very mysterious, but your persuasive powers are almost irresistible, Neon.
Shooting upward on a neonic power beam, the car speeds through the air. It arrives at the separation of the bridge to be
Greeted.
greeted by a volley of heavy gunfire.
Oh. Your generals are adept at double crossing, but they won't get away with this. I can't blame you soldiers for this, but I have to teach you a lesson.
Neon blinds the soldiers with a brilliant neonic ring of flame.
Don't you realize that you are mere pawns in the general's hands? A means to their selfish desires. They will just as soon betray you as their enemies. It is you and your families that are the majority on earth. Think and act for yourselves. You can live in peace and plenty if you will cooperate with the rest of the world. Where are your leaders? You are right. We don't want to fight. They have gone to the tower room. We did not know they had agreed to sign a treaty. Go and punish them for their treachery.
Who's turning on who here?
All right?
Oh, here we go with the old cut portion of the page off.
Yeah.
In a cloud of smoke, Neon sweeps angrily down on the generals.
So, you thought your puny guns would save you from doing what was right? Well, this is to teach you you're wrong. And that no gun can speak as loudly as the voice of the people. When you pick up the pieces, just remember that, and forget to be little tin gods for a change.
Once more, the gigantic span is united, as Neon wields it firmly with his mystic rays. The soldiers and Taurus join hands in a firm understanding of peace and brotherhood.
It's nice to know you, brother. It makes me happy too.
Instead of the roar of the guns, the lilting strains of dance music mingle with the chatter all along the ramp. But in the tower room, the generals have not given up.
Come, we could still do something to regain our men. We still have our tanks.
While the troops are celebrating with the Americans, their generals steal into their.
Hurry! Go right through them. We will mow down our own men if we must.
Oh, these guys are real peaches, aren't they?
Yeah.
As the heavy machines thunder down on the people, on the people, run um, shrieking in all directions.
Higa! Arr.
But a gesture of Neon's hand brings a resistance force wave into play to stop the rolling tanks.
Here are your brave generals. I leave their fate in your hands. One, two, three.
That's a little swing action, huh?
Falling to their deaths. They're mean. They're evil.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily something that would kill them because remember they're going into the water.
Oh, okay.
Remember they're over the Atlantic Ocean there.
All right. Good work. Now ride on in peace.
Neon the Unknown battles again for justice in the next issue of Hit Comics.
Woo!
All right, so Apex, overall impression of this story.
Nice, simple story. I like how they dealt with the generals, throw them over in the water. That was fun. Just a fun read.
They've all been pretty fun reads tonight.
Yeah.
We got some more. I'll be going. It was nice while I was here.
Thanks for showing up, Fizz Joe's.
All right. And then we have Natsuri here. Hello.
Hello, Natasha.
I would have liked the stream, but I've reached the most amount of likes I can give on YouTube. 5K.
That's nice. Very sweet.
Well, I wasn't aware that there was a limit to the number of likes you could do.
I didn't either. I had no idea.
I mean, I have, is that 5,000 overall or 5,000 in a specific time period? Because I've never heard of that. I never heard you actually were limited to a number of likes.
I don't either. What's the next book?
All right. Oh, wait, that's right. I already asked you what your impressions were, right?
Yeah, it was nice. Nice little tale. Simple.
Well, we're at 1 hour 13, so we might actually get through the
Let's do that.
5,000 to the most before it starts overlapping.
Really? I didn't know that. Do the playlist cap. Oh, it's a cap on playlists. I didn't know that. All right.
Well, I get. Well, I mean.
Yeah, YouTube's changing a bit. They're using these AI bots to pretty much do their work.
Yeah.
And they have simple little new rules and things. So I don't know. It's just it's kind of a mess in my opinion.
Anyways, the next book the next story we're gonna read is The Ray from Smash Comics number 15.
Yeah. Let's do it. Ray.
I think this one actually is a better the Smash comic book we read from. I think a better scan than the ones we just were reading.
Well, that's good.
Well, at least we're making pretty good time here. We've already got through like 3 of the 5 stories tonight.
It's good. Man. Very colorful. 64 pages for a dime. Or 10 cents.
The
Horsepower.
next few stories will be more like in the middle of the book, so we won't have to go through this long trek of getting to and
Yeah,
from
look
them.
at that. Woo!
Huh?
I like it. It's good. It's like I'm speed reading backwards.
Yeah.
Got all that action. The red B, yeah. Hit comics.
That's a
Enter
smash
to the
comment.
next one. Smash comics. Smash. Smash. 1939. Oh boy. Smash number 15.
Of course, Smash Comics is the home of, let's see, starring The Ray,
Zzz.
and also featuring Bozo the Robot,
Woo.
Espionage,
Woo.
Wings Wendell,
Woo.
Archie O'Toole.
Woo. Nice. Oh. Hmm. It's pretty cool. Wow. Chick Carter.
Sheik.
Supporter.
I think it's pronounced Chic.
Chick. Chic.
Chic.
Chic Carter.
Yeah.
Purple Trio. Oh, I don't want to know what they are. Why are they purple? Don't ask. I don't know. Clip.
Yeah.
What? Ah, this guy's a baseball player. That's cool. Huh.
Well, another college athlete type of feature.
Yeah.
Invisible Hood. Well, the name of this feature is Invisible Hood, but the hero is in Invisible Justice, but the hero's name is Invisible Hood.
All right. Ooh,
Right.
the
There
Ray.
we go. The Ray,
Nice.
a bolt of lightning in the stratosphere, transforms a daredevil youth into the mystical, all-powerful um, Ray, pledged guardian of oppressed mankind.
I think that I like to point out it's by Electron. It's actually Lou Fine artwork that produced it. Lou Fine drew, pencil and inked it. Yeah.
A withered, a withered, grotesque figure descends into the sewers of the city and slowly wends his way through the twisting labyrinth.
Nice.
Lightly, his finger presses a marked stone, and the wall moves silently back. And where did we see this when we were growing up?
Mm.
Apex.
A lot of all these old creepy movies you'd see on TV. A lot of
Well, we saw him in a few cartoons, right?
cartoons. Yep.
You
Yep.
know which one in particular?
Oh, Scooby Doo for one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The shuffle of his feet goes down into the gloom.
Master, I have news. The masquerade ball takes place this night. The lovely Diane will soon be yours. News? You bring me hope and life. Suchu, my only friend, you have alone have stood by in my misery since my accident. Only you. You do not shy away from my hideous face, once young and handsome, as all the world shrinks back. But they will pay, and pay heavily for shunting me from society. And she, Diane, will be mine. Ah, once I slaved to aid ungrateful man, but now I have work to destroy him.
Oh man, that servant creature right there. He
Yeah,
looks a little bit like an ape,
yeah, he
like a
does.
monkey or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
At the masked ball.
Lovely, lovely as ever, Diane. No thin mask can hide your beauty from me.
Uh-oh. Among the costumed guests is the powerful figure of the Ray.
There is fear in her voice. I don't know who you are, but your voice. Come away from the crowd if you want to learn who I am. Our armored friend has some strange influence over the lady.
Suddenly, an unequal struggle begins on the balcony. A swift dive, and the Ray is upon them. The steel muscled figures lock in silent combat.
Ugh.
But the
Night.
but the knight proved stronger than the Ray estimated him to be.
No gallant meddler will spoil my plans. Ugh.
Over the wall he plunges. A beam of light cuts his path. There is a sudden
Blinding
blinding
flash.
flash. The man is transformed into a mysterious, potent ray. Meanwhile, Diane is captive in the bowels of the city.
Resign yourself, my dear. This is your new home. But who? Who am I? Now you shall know. Eek!
Holy moly!
Cadaver, the handsome, your one-time fiance. Fainted.
Cadaver.
Cadaver.
What does that? So that sounds very similar to the word cadaver,
Right.
right?
And he looks like a cadaver, yeah.
And what for those who may not know, do you know what a cadaver is?
As a dead person.
A corpse.
A corpse, yes. Same thing. Fainted. Well, we shall keep her in this state of stupor. Come, Sue. Our work begins. My Televo ray is aimed. The screen is set. I throw the switch. Behold, the city crumbles. The great metropolis above us now lies in ruins. We have conquered!
Frantic throngs run screaming from the mountain of destruction. No one can grasp the meaning of this horrible catastrophe. No one but the Ray,
Yeah.
who suddenly appears on the screen.
Throw the switch, Sue.
Straight into the dungeon laboratory crashes the amazing man traveling on Cadaver's own Televio ray.
Fiend, your revenge has been terrible, but your punishment will be far worse. No, no, no! Master!
Squealing in terror, Su Chu grabs the heavy club and scampers to the fighters.
Beloved master, I kill. Beloved master is saved. Hee hee. Only the ray could have entered through my screen. Well, we are through with this interference now. The signal. There are strangers in the passage. Ah, yes, the frightened populace is seeking shelter in my sewers. Well, not for long.
Donning a watertight helmet, the cadaver walks below the slimy surface and upsets the boat's occupants into the cold water. When the last cry is muffled in the murky labyrinth, he emerges once more to finish his work.
Throw him in the sewer with the rest. My revenge is not yet complete.
But as the switch is once more thrown, a burst of light crackles in Sue's hand. Yeah, I'm going to go off camera for just a quick moment here so I can turn on the light. So I'll be right back, and looks like we have some more. I'll take care of those when I get back. But if you want to talk to the chat here for a moment, I'll be right back.
Go. The Adventurous Tale of the Ray. Wonderful artwork by Lou Fine. He's been around for quite a number of years. I think he passed at age 51. I think he had some chronic health problems. So Lou Fine has illustrated a lot of the Golden Age tales like Black Condor, The Ray, Uncle Sam, many more titles from the Golden Age. Wonderful artist. Captures a lot of dynamic figures and just pretty much overall quality of his work. I mean, he knows how to pencil ink, knows how to capture a page. Very, very nice pulse-pounding pages by Lou Fine.
Yeah. I guess, all right. So, friendly reminder to everybody, if you haven't already, you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream. See if we can get some more friendly people to engage. It'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. So, back to the story now, of course.
The very last panel.
Yeah, I know. Had a couple other things to do. The ray rises above the terror-stricken man, lifting the madman's infernal machine.
Dang.
He dashes it to eternity. That's an interesting way to say that.
I had no idea it was that strong. Wow. Now you shall follow your smoldering devil, Ray, to its end. Not yet, my friend, not yet.
As the ray advances, the hideous cadaver whips out a sharp blade. But the ray is too swift for him.
Master! The gun! Ah, here it is.
Struggling fiercely, the two stagger to the brink and fall headlong into the black water.
A fitting end for the Sewer King.
Does that remind you of another very similar statement?
Now tell me.
Well, didn't Batman say something like that in the end of his first story?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I remember because we did read it on here before,
Yeah.
where that very first story in Detective Comics number 33, he had a very similar statement where so is the price of those who commit evil after having thrown the bad guy into the chemicals.
Oh, okay, right.
Screaming shrilly, Su Chu confronts the Ray, his finger trembling on a trigger. But
Go to your master door, loyal servant.
the mystic power in the Ray's fingertips brings Diane from her stupor.
I'll take you home now. Then I can begin work on the ruined city.
Together, the Ray and Diane rise above the eerie catacombs and return to the surface. Soon the city towers are reconstructed by the strange forces controlled by the Ray.
Wow.
And look, he's even made himself a giant there. You notice that?
Giant. He's super strong and he shoots rays and he has all kinds of wild powers.
The Ray, new sensation of comic magazine, appears each month in Smash Comics.
Wow.
All right, so there we go. So there's 4 of the 5. Apex overall impressions.
It was a smashing tale.
Ha ha. All right, so we're at an hour 32. So I think we have enough time to get that last story in before we start to wrap things up. So
let's do
get right to it, then. So do it.
Yes.
So what's been your overall impression of the selection tonight?
I like it. It's very good. Oh, I like it. It's so good.
All right, so the last story will be the Red Torpedo from Crack Comics number 6, I believe.
Cool.
That one should be the quickest. That one's like, you may notice I usually will start with the way I go is I go the story with the most number of pages and then just go in descending order, basically.
Oh yeah, that's true. Cool.
Crack Comics, of course. Crack Comics, which stars, of course, Black Condor, a man who can fly, and also starring our old friend Captain Napkin Face, the Clock.
Ooh. Yeah.
Jane Arden.
Yeah.
Alias the Spider. And Ned Brandt.
All right.
There's the Black Condor.
Nice work by Lou Fine again. Black Condor. Yep.
And then we have right here Molly the Model.
Cool.
And we have Space Legion there.
All right.
We have Snappy or Sloppy or
Snappy.
something. Here we go. Red Torpedo right here.
Torpedo by Drew Allen.
Red Torpedo by Drew Allen.
Mm.
Ex-captain in the U.S. Navy, the Red Torpedo has invented a navigable submarine, I'm sorry, navigable torpedo, the most powerful weapon afloat. Masked and mysterious, he sails the seas, the terror of all maritime evildoers, until he becomes a veritable Robin Hood of the deep.
That's a suspicious looking craft. I'll just follow it.
The object of the Red Torpedo's curiosity, soon submerging, but he follows closely. The craft happens to be the U-7, carrying a secret weapon of a dictator seeking world power.
Send word to the U-7 that American SS Freedom carries a cargo of new planes. I want them intact. Yes, sir. I will contact U-7 at once.
And you notice the sand sign there.
Yeah. Yep. You know those guys. Word has just come from the Admiralty to take the SS Freedom. Full speed ahead. Aye, sir.
Unaware of its peril, the Freedom, escorted by a destroyer, sails on.
That warship makes any sub attack impossible.
But the submarine is approaching.
Send out 2 divers with an attractile. Get the hydromagnets ready to draw.
Divers from the U-7 attach a magnetic attractile to the hull of the Freedom.
Captain, the attractile is in place. Good. Get the men into civilian clothes and start the magnetic current.
To the amazement of those on the destroyer, the Freedom begins to buck and plunge like a great fish hooked on a gigantic tackle.
Oh,
The Red Torpedo sees all.
why, that sub acts just like a magnet. It will draw the ship to its base where it will salvage the cargo. I've got to knock that thing off the Freedom's hull.
Oh, and you see its ship right there?
Yeah,
Looks more like a dart than anything else.
it's a dart. It's a torpedo dart. Huh.
Freed of the magnetic pull, the ship rights itself.
Oh, cool.
The recoil of the broken current flings the sub out of control.
Now to get that submarine.
The Red Torpedo charge splits the U-boat wide open, almost like a D right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. The destroyer's captain sees the sailors of the wrecked sub.
Get those men. They must have fallen from the Freedom.
Not suspecting the true identity of these men, the destroyer takes them aboard.
Well, they're safe, I guess. I'll go on.
Suddenly, the Red Torpedo realizes the risk run by the destroyer.
Say, I'd better go back and put the captain wise.
Okay, so put the captain wise. What do you think that, because that pretty we don't don't necessarily use that particular phrasing today. So, what do you think put the Captain Wise means in this particular
I
scenario?
suppose it give Captain more information on what's going on.
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
suppose.
Meanwhile, the sub's men are welcomed aboard the destroyer.
Eat and rest, men. Tomorrow will soon return you to the freedom.
And this is how the rescued men show their gratitude.
I have my gun. I will knock out a guard. Take this rifle and rush the bridge. We'll hold this captain hostage for the obedience of his men. Sock! Ugh. Ahoy there! Take me aboard! Help him up, sailor. Take him to the bridge. But I tell you, Captain, I just wrecked their sub. What nonsense! They're harmless enough, but what's the idea of that mask? Tell you later. There's no time to lose. I guess I can handle him alone. Well, Captain, my job is done. I'll be on my way. This way, guard. Here are your prisoners.
And so, one more maritime menace is liquidated.
So long, Captain. Good luck.
What new adventures await the dauntless Red Torpedo in next month's issue of Crack Comics? So that one wrote real quick.
Yeah, it was cracking.
Overall impressions there.
Had a good crack of a good time on that crack book of the Red Torpedo. It was fast. As fast as crack. It was something else.
Uh, I just hope nobody decides to go smoke crack, huh?
No, I hope not. After reading this. No, there's plenty of good tales in this book. There's so many. You can't shake a stick at it. It's so good.
All right. Well, we've got through the 5 stories that we're going to read tonight. Let me just, of course, clear this out here. So, so now with that being said, so 142. So we made pretty good time tonight here. All right. So now time to start wrapping things up here.
Yeah.
So first off, overall, we went through 5 stories tonight.
Mm.
Let's see. Dollman, Merlin the Magician, Neon the Unknown, The Ray, and Red Torpedo. So of those 5, which one did you like the best or made the best impression, and why?
Well, I really like the Dollman tale the best. It had a very joyful villain in it. He's singing as he think he's gonna win today, but he had his comeuppance. He was an unusual character, and the Dollman being treated like a puppet. I mean, that seems like it fits his role just right. But he
Mm-hmm.
turns the tides over onto the Bombasto, and he defeats Bombasto. And it, it's a nice tale. It happens to
Mm-hmm.
have good, very creative choices of writing the tale itself. I mean, the way the characters are involved with something a lot to do with puppetry and how he performs crimes of what he does. It shrinks humans to like puppets. I thought it was kind of weird, but it fits the doll man just right. It happened. It's one of the. I think it's one of the best tales of Dollman's short history in the Golden Age, in my opinion. The least one, I think, Red
Well,
Torpedo.
up to that point, because Dollman actually did have a pretty good run.
Yeah, he
I
did
mean,
have
he
a lot
went
of
all the way
runs.
up into the mid 50s. I think he went all his story went all the way up to 1953, I believe.
That's pretty good.
So, I think he was actually, in hindsight, one of the more popular characters, right up there with like Uncle Sam and
So
Black
it's
Thunder and the like.
13 years of Doll Man. I didn't realize it was that long.
Well, it's even longer because he'd been around since I believe issue 22. I think I'm not sure. I have to go back and look, but he was around for quite a while there.
So did he appear in the late 30s? I forget.
Yeah,
Okay.
late 30s. Started in the late 30s.
1939, perhaps.
Right.
Somewhere in there.
Now, with that being said, so we've done the best of.
Yeah.
Now, in contrast, of the 4 remaining stories that we read, which one did you like the least or made the least impression, and why?
Oh, the Red Torpedo is really fast. Well, they had to do it fast. It was like, what, 4 or 5 pages long?
5 pages.
5 pages? Yeah, it's rather simple. It just ended quickly. I'm like, okay.
All right.
It was interesting. His ship looks like a lawn dart.
All right. Yep. All right. Well, with that being said, now, of course, today is Sunday, May the 3rd,
Right.
2026.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look back at this weekend in Nietzsche history. History! 1976, second, 1926, and May 3rd, 1986. All right, so first off, we're going to go back to yesterday.
Great.
Going back 100 years ago yesterday.
Really?
100 years ago yesterday. Our first piece of Nietzsche history, going 100 years ago yesterday. Back in 1926.
Wow.
On yesterday's date in 1926, Pat Sullivan's Felix the Cat Braves the Briny premiered in movie theaters on yesterday's date 100 years ago. Of course, it was a silent cartoon at the time. Sound had not come into effect yet.
1926. 100-year anniversary of Felix the Cat. I didn't know that.
Yeah. 100 years ago. So Felix overhears a sailor talking about diving for sunken treasure, and decides to build a submarine so he can get there first. Things don't turn out as easy as he thought they would, though, because he winds up fighting with sharks, and after that's done, the sailor himself arrives. There you go. 100 years ago yesterday, Felix the Cat Braves the Briny premiered in movie theaters for Pat Sullivan cartoons.
Nice.
I know. I'm pretty sure if Meadow was still here, he'd probably have something to say because I know he's a big Felix fan.
Okay, great.
All right, and now moving on to the year 2001, I believe. 2001, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
On this date, in the year 2001, that's 25 years ago today, or yesterday. 25 years ago yesterday.
Unbelievable! It's a long time. Wow. That's cool.
25 years ago yesterday. The 125th issue of Archie's Double Digest magazine went on sale on yesterday's date, 25 years ago. It sold for $3.29 with 192 pages.
Wow.
See the cover right there? Archie, Betty, you got Veronica in the background, and I guess their teacher there as well.
You know, that's actually that size. That's the way I go because a lot of the mangas out are about that size. But they're a lot thicker pages, a lot more pages. And
yeah.
Then 325 and what 2001? Is that what that is? Yeah.
Well, 125. The issue was 125. I think this book started like in 1987.
The page count is what, 192 pages? Is that what that says?
Uh huh.
For 325, that was a great deal. Nowadays, it's like $9.99 for that size book, and for like about 100 pages on average count.
Okay.
I see some at the grocery stores occasionally. They still sell
Yeah, I was trying to see series info, but apparently they don't want to do that for me. Okay, well,
them. Right.
that's fine. Anyways, so we covered yesterday.
Yeah.
So now, getting ready to move on to today's date. First off, we're going to head back 50 years ago today. On this date, back in 1976, um, 50 years ago today, Wahoo McDaniel defeated Ric Flair in Charlotte, North Carolina to become the new NWA Mid Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. On
Nice.
this date, 50 years ago today, Wahoo McDaniel defeated Ric Flair to become the new NWA Mid Atlantic Heavyweight Champion in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Sweet.
And finally, our final piece of niche history tonight. Um, Going back 40 years ago today, on this date, 40 years ago today,
Wow.
back in 1986,
Hmm.
from Tatsunoko Productions, the anime series Hikari no Densetsu premiered on Japanese television. On this date, back in 1986, it premiered on ANN, which was ABC and TV Asahi in Japan.
Wow.
The plot of the story is as follows. The story is about Hikari Kamijo, a
Hmm.
15-year-old girl who develops a passion for the sport of rhythmic gymnastics.
Okay.
When she sees her idol, Delana Georgieva,
Hmm.
perform and win a contest of rhythmic gymnastics, Diliana proposes to train Hikari in Bulgaria, and Hikari accepts. She begins her training and joins the school's rhythmic gymnastics team. So there we go.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, the anime manga storytelling can be very interesting in many ways.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously before we head out here, as we wrap things up here,
Hmm.
um, Apex, you want to do any promotion before we head out?
Yeah. Subscribe to my channel, Apex Comics on YouTube. I'm close to getting 1,000 subscribers. I only have maybe 65 to 70 more subs to go to reach that level. So if you would subscribe to my channel, this Saturday, May 9th, is the benefit art auction on my channel at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, or if you're on the West Coast, that'll be 9 a.m. So the myself, Homer Glitch, Marcus Kellegrew, and Shadowhawk Talks, and maybe a couple more artists we can get some on Saturday. And after that, the auction will continue on Homer Glitch's 4 o'clock cock block at 4 p.m. Central for possibly 4 hours on his stream. So we have two different channels for these auctions to benefit Shadowhawk Talks. So hopefully we can reach the goal of another $1,500 would be nice. So Shadow can have some recovery money to help him pay rent and things like that as he heals up. He's getting better with his new knee that's been replaced. So a little more love and tender care. So much appreciated for all the people who contributed in the GoFundMe. I don't have the link on me right now, but yeah, you'll be able to catch my channel this Saturday now at 11 a.m. Central. There you have it.
All right. All right. So with that being said, I thank everybody for being here tonight. Apex, if you can stick around for a couple minutes after the show for post show, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah.
But with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll be back here with more Niche News tomorrow. And of course, next week I'll be joined by Rick Piper, as we'll be continuing our trip down Comics History Lane. We'll be looking at books that went on sale in August 1940. Tomorrow, of course, next week we'll be looking at books that went on sale from Standard Comics. Standard slash better slash Needor, all of that. So better books, all that. So, but at the time, we usually just use the term standard. But with that being said, I thank everybody for being here, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye.